Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about Deftness 3. If you play on Ship 2, you may have noticed that the Deftness 3 capsule prices have dropped significantly, and that is because there is a new farming method which can literally get you quite a lot of Deftness 3 capsules in a very short amount of time. But before we talk about that, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Before we start the video, I want to give a big shout out to Thrift Shopping and his community for coming up with this strategy. If you want to watch Thrift Shopping's video, which goes into detail about how the strategy works, the link is in the description below. So I'm sure many of you have already seen my video of West Alio, which is a solo run. You can just run here indefinitely to farm Deftness 3s as well as all the other Stat 3 capsules, which is very helpful. However, there is a new place called Westretem over here where you can farm Deftness 3s very quickly. So what I want to show you first is I'm going to kill a bunch of mobs in this little area, and you're going to see at the speed that they respawn. So you see here, I'm going to kill these tames over here and boom, they're dead. And you can see that nothing has respawned over here. Now I'm going to roll a clip where I'm in a 32-person room and you're going to see how quickly they respawn. So now you guys are probably watching the b-roll and going, Carol, what did you do? Did you break the game? Did you increase the spawn rate? Why are they respawning so quickly? And this is because we are spawn camping their spawn locations since they are NPCs, so they have set spawn locations. So what we've done is we've spread out our team of 32 players in specific spawn locations, so everyone has a very specific job of, oh, you have to kill these 3 spawn locations or these 2 spawn locations, and the moment those mobs come up, you immediately kill them. Because the thing about exploration zones is these mobs kind of spawn like whack-a-mole. The moment you kill one pack of mobs, another pack of mobs spawns somewhere else in the exploration area. So since we have 32 people in Westretem and everyone's assigned a specific spawn zone, the moment the mobs spawn, you kill them and they spawn somewhere else, someone else is waiting for them to spawn, kills them, and rinse and repeat. And since there's so many people spawn camping, well, these NPCs don't stand a chance. They spawn, they get obliterated, and they spawn somewhere else, they also get obliterated, so forth and so on. So how does this even get you more Deftness 3 capsules? Well, the way that drop rate works is when you kill a mob, it has a chance of dropping any item within their loot pool. Well, it just so happens that Deftness 3 is in any regular mob's loot pool in Westretem and in West Alio, so when you kill a mob, you have a chance of getting a Deftness 3 capsule. So when you're farming for these capsules, you're not going for the hardest mob, you're not going for veterans, you're not going for tanky, difficult to kill mobs, you're literally going for quantity. You want to kill as many things as physically possible so that you increase your chances to obtain more Deftness 3 capsules. And so by spawn camping, you're literally killing them the moment they respawn. And so yeah, that's how you get Deftness 3 so quickly. Now there are 2 weaknesses to the strategy. The first weakness is you need people. You cannot do this strategy alone simply because you as one player cannot cover the entirety of Westretem. The map is too big for one person. However, Thrift has broken this down to a science, and you need at least 12 people on the outer rim, and then everyone else can be in the pit. So what does the outer rim mean? So you see where I'm standing right now, this is considered the outer rim. Everywhere that is not in the middle, which we call the pit, is considered the outer rim. So there are going to be 12 specific spawn points in the outer rim where people need to spawn camp and kill those mobs immediately. The reason why you want to do that is because it will force all the spawn points into the pit over here. And in the pit, there's just going to be billions of enemies spawning, and anyone that is in the pit, what you want to do is you want to spawn camp specific spawn locations in the pit, and you're literally going to kill a pack, and the moment you kill that pack, it's going to respawn another pack. So you're literally just constantly mowing things down with your Zonde or your homing bullets or whatever AoE that you have or prefer to use. And yeah, it's really great. The second weakness to the strategy is it requires sacrifice and teamwork. So the people who are in the pit, they are going to get the most Deftness 3 capsules simply because they're going to be killing a lot more enemies than the 12 people located on the outer rim. So you are going to need to have some sort of system or some sort of communication beforehand saying that, hey, maybe people in the outer rim, you guys hold your positions for 30 minutes and then you switch with someone who is in the pit for another 30 minutes, so forth and so on. That way everyone gets equal opportunity to get their loot, because if there's anyone that is greedy or breaks formation, so for example, let's say that I'm in position 1 over here and I'm like, nah, screw you guys, I want to go to the pit because I want more Deftness 3s, and I leave my position open, all those mobs are just going to spawn there, no one's killing them, and because they're stuck there, there's going to be less spawns in the pit. And so this is a very, very good strategy, especially when you get things going. However, it does require teamwork and requires people to be selfless, which is a difficult thing to find in MMOs, to be honest, because I know a lot of people are a little bit more on the selfish side and they want to look out for themselves first. But if you do this with your alliance or your friends or pre-made, then you can definitely pull it off. As long as everyone is being nice about it and everyone's working together, you will all benefit. Like, even though I farmed in the outer rim for the entire duration during our farm session, I did get 10 Deftness 3 capsules, while people in the pit were getting like 20 or 30 Deftness 3 capsules. But for me, it's not a big deal because it's about the ambience. It's about having fun together. It's a video game, right? So as long as you have that type of mindset, you're fine. But if you do have the mindset of, oh, I'm just here to get my 300 or 400 Deftness 3s and I'm bouncing and I'm never coming back again, then this strategy might not work very well if there's a bunch of people with that type of mentality, simply because the entire system revolves around people working together and being selfless. If everyone's being selfish, well, the strategy kind of collapses and doesn't work. Now, I just want to remind everyone, if you don't have any friends, you don't have a group of people to run with, whatever, then you can always still do the solo run on West Alio. It's going to be a lot slower compared to West Ratem, but at least there's no requirement. The mobs are lower level, the mobs are easier to kill, you don't need a team, and you don't need teamwork and to be selfless occasionally. However, if this West Ratem Deftness 3 farming strategy interests you and you're looking for a party, looking for a group to run this with, then I highly recommend checking out Thrift Shopping's stream. Whenever he's streaming, he usually hosts these Deftness 3 farm sessions, so you can check him out on the stream. He gathers everyone, he makes a passworded room, you join the room, he positions everyone, and you literally just go ham and go on autopilot, and everyone benefits. It's very, very nice. So I will leave his socials in the description below. By the way, this entire strategy was also devised by Thrift Shopping and his community, so thank you guys for your hard work, and yeah, let's crash that Deftness 3 market so everyone can get their def mites and all their def whatever stats for relatively cheap, because 16 million is absurd and I'm not paying 16 million for a single augment. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. What can I say except you're welcome?